During all of this event mayhem, I stopped and thought to myself, hey, it's been a minute since I made a Shiny Hunter side hustle episode. So we are going to shift course from the Lunar New Year event to cover another Leppa-free Shiny Hunt where you can make a bit of extra cash while also Shiny hunting a cool Pokemon. My name is Young Cabbage, subscribe for weekly PokeMMO content, and let's jump right into it. Today we are going to be looking at a very unique Pokemon, which is Hippopotas. Now, what makes this Pokemon unique is not only its cute appearance, but the fact that it has one of the biggest gender differences in the game, changing color depending on the gender. This remains true for its evolution, Hippowdon. Now, having a different palette for each gender means having a different shiny for each gender, giving this Pokemon a total of 4 different color palettes to choose from. This again remains true for Hippowdon. I personally am a big fan of the male shiny variant, as I think the light brown contrasts the darker colors really well. Wild Hippopotas has a pretty decent chance at holding an item called a Smooth Rock, which is basically a damp rock but for sandstorms. And honestly, right now it looks like an untapped market. I do feel kind of bad to whoever farmed 112 of them, as now that more people know about it, over time it could drop in price, so if I were you, I would get on the grind as soon as you can. This horde spot is a 50-50 split between Hippopotas and Geodude, which also has a really great shiny. One fun bit of Cabbage lore is this cave is actually where I found my first ever shiny Pokemon as a kid, playing through Pokemon Platinum on my DS. This makes this spot and shiny Geodude bring back a lot of memories. The Geodudes in this cave also have a chance to hold a Hardstone or an Everstone. I'm still not sure if the ones that appear in hordes can hold fossils, so if you are able to find this out, please let me know in the comments. Now that we know what we are hunting, let's talk about what we need to bring. As always, you will need a Frisk Pokemon to check if any of the wild Pokemon are holding an item, and a Pokemon with either the move Thief or Covet in order to steal the item off of the wild Pokemon. The Hippos are a safe shiny hunt, however the Geodudes here do have self-destruct, so if I were you, I would teach a Pokemon like Politoed Thief, since it gets access to the damp ability preventing self-destructing moves. Now, I did end up bringing multiple damp Pokemon because I encountered many situations where 2 Geodudes were holding items, and I would have to switch out my damp Pokemon and they would blow up on me. So if I were you, I'd bring maybe 2 or 3 if you wanted to be extra safe. Now that we know our target and the items that we're searching for, let's go to the location. Simply, you're going to go to the Sinnoh region and fly to Veilstone City. You're going to go all the way down here through this little terminal, and the cave is just going to be here on your left. Now you may be thinking, Cabbage, my tunnel doesn't look like that. It looks like this, and I'm only getting Zubats and Geodudes. If that is true and your cave does look like the image on the screen, you simply just need to go catch or see all of the unknown forms in the game, being A through Z. After this, the cave will transform, allowing you access to this little secret room where you can catch the question mark and exclamation point unknowns, and changing the hordes in the Maniac tunnel to 50% Hippos and 50% Geodudes. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to an awesome player named TheWorstGen for their help in testing this. We also confirmed that you don't actually need to be the OT trainer for all of the forms. You simply just need to register them in your decks, meaning you can buy all the forms off the GTL, or find a friend who has them all in his box and just have them trade them to you to get this location ready for farming. Now that all of that has been taken care of, let's run through a quick example of what this method is going to look like. Simply, you're going to want to bring a Sweet Scent Pokemon in here, pop a Sweet Scent, send out your Frisk Pokemon, and wait until you see this message here. As you can see, my Terra Bozo did frisk an item off of one of these Hippopotases. If you aren't sure if you got the frisk message or not, you simply just have to go over to the battle section of your chat, and as you can see here, it will say that Shuppet frisked Hippopotas and found an item. That is how you can confirm how one of these wild Pokemon is holding an item. And if you go over to Hippopotas in the dex, you can see that the only item it can be holding is a Smooth Rock. Now simply all you're going to do is just click Thief until you find the one you need, which we got lucky on the first try. Ended up thieving the item from this Hippo. The other ones are going to do their thing. You can see the message that popped up that says we stole the rock. And now if you open up your Thief Pokemon, you will see that he is holding a Smooth Rock. So now you just run away from the battle, go here, remove the item, and you rinse and repeat. Now this shiny hunt can be a little scary. As you can see here, 2 of these Hippopotases are male and 1 is female. If you were to just glance at this or not know about that gender difference, it really would look like this one is shiny. It does add kind of a unique element to the shiny hunt, which I think is really cool, but sometimes you might get your hopes up, as I have, thinking that you encountered the shiny one when in reality it's just one of the gender differences. After you run out of Sweet Scent PP, instead of popping Leppas or anything, simply run out of the cave, hit teleport. It will take you back to Veilstone City where you can heal up, and then you can simply just run back down. It should only take you around like 5 to 10 seconds to get all the way back to the cave. Now, I did this method for 1 hour, and I ended up with 12 smooth rocks, 5 Everstones, and 11 hard stones. Now, if I were to go and list these on the GTL based off of their lowest market value at the time of recording, I would make a total of 25,000 Pokeyen from the Everstones, 83,988 from the smooth rocks, and 17,600 from the hard stones, bringing us to a total of 126,588 Pokeyen in 1 hour before the GTL fees. This means that from this 1 hour of looting, we should receive 120k Pokeyen after removing all of the GTL listing fees. So this was a pretty good method, honestly one of the higher methods in this series. And keep in mind that all of these numbers can fluctuate in price depending on your RNG. However, I think this method overall is going to be very consistent. Again, this is by no means the best money-making method in the game. However, it is just a fun way to make some extra cash while shiny hunting. Hopefully you liked this installment to the Shiny Hunter Side Hustle series. If you did, let me know by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, or letting me know in the comments. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. I would also like to give a quick thank you and shout out to all of the YouTube members. You guys truly inspire me to be the best that I can. I'm grateful for you guys every single day. If you have not become a member yet, please consider it by hitting join on my YouTube homepage, and I hope you guys have a great day.